Well, tonight, for the first time in 2 years, a man says he's finally able to sleep without focusing on the past, a past that included a murder charge. Matthew Smith spoke about his experience for the first time with KFDM's Lauren Huet. She joins us now in the studio to share his story. And Lauren, this was quite the ordeal for Smith, wasn't it?
Yes, Greg. Smith tells me he feels as if an enormous weight he's carried for 2 years has been lifted from his shoulders. In June of 2013, Smith shot and killed Cole Dupuy. He says in self-defense. Friday, a jury agreed and found Smith not guilty of murder. Matthew Smith has lived with constant stress and fear for 2 long years.
It was like a bad dream and a nightmare, actually. But, you know, with the support of my loved ones and the good Lord, I made it through it.
Friday, a jury found Smith not guilty of murder.
That huge weight was lifted off my shoulders, and I could breathe again.
Now he's ready to move on.
Yes, I just want to get this thing behind me and move on with my life.
His lawyers Lum Hawthorne and Ryan Gertz say almost instantly the verdict eased a burden Smith had carried since June of 2013.
It's amazing how much he's changed just over the weekend since the date of the jury's verdict on Friday to today.
Smith had lived at Cole Dupuy's home off of Boondocks Road in Jefferson County for a couple of months, then moved out.
He had moved out about 3 days before the incident. The reason that he had moved out was that Cole was starting to act paranoid and carrying a shotgun around late at night, and it was frightful.
Hawthorne says it was June 5th, 2013. Smith went back to get his belongings after Cole Dupuy threatened to burn them.
And he said, if you don't get it all in one load, I'm going to keep everything else. And he says, well, no, you're not. I'm going to come with the police if I have to. And he says, this ain't not going to be that way. And so Cole started coming toward him.
Hawthorne says that's when Smith pulled out a gun
and told Cole, look, don't come any closer. He says, are you going to shoot me with that thing? And he says, well, I am if you come any closer. And so Cole started coming toward him, and he shot 3 times very quickly. 2 of the bullets hit Cole, knocked him down and killed him.
In a shooting context, that the fact that the other person is unarmed doesn't mean that it's not self-defense.
Gertz says Smith feared for his life.
We had a sort of a parade of witnesses who were all, it was interesting, a lot of them knew both people, but knew both Matt and Cole. And all of them had their own unique experiences with Cole, where they talked about seeing him do very violent things, do very angry things.
Smith is grateful to be a free man.
I would like to thank my lawyers, Mr. Hawthorne and Mr. Gertz, and all my friends and family who supported me, and God for answering all the prayers that went up.
Smith says after the verdict Friday, he spent the weekend with his family. To find out more details about the case and the trial, read my web story later tonight at KFDM.com. Lauren Huet, 6 News Tonight.